Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody. It's December 7th of the breeding duck adventure that I'm on here now. Hello, ducks. Now that I've expanded the pen, the ducks are like in no rush to come out of the pen. It's really sad. Whoa. It's really icy though. Everything's covered nice. But the ducks are exploring their pen. They seem to like the back side of the pen here. We're just going to open up the big gate here right now because we're going to be doing the electric fence today. And the crazy part is, like, the sun's out right now, and it's actually quite nice in the sun, but the ducks are hiding in the shade. They do this all the time. When they get out in the yard, you know, they don't lay in the sun. They always go for the shade. It's like they don't need heat. That's what I'm convinced. Hello, ducks. How are you today? A duck that dropped an egg, and the chickens are eating it. That's one thing about having the chickens, they clean up the eggs. Yeah, let's see if we can get a better shot for you. There's the egg. Frozen chicken, and a frozen duck egg, and the ducks are eating it, and the chickens are eating it. Hello, everybody! How are you? Oh, let's see, oh, they drank actually. Man, they drank a lot of water last night. They were thirsty. Let's see what we got drinking. It's really simple. I'll be glad when I get all this water moved around and get it away from this area. I'm going to move the water over so it drains better in the pen. And that way I'm not going to have all this ice build up at this height at the high end of the pen. Alright, what do we got for eggs today? Well, I got a big male Muscovy. This Muscovy, there's always a Muscovy hiding in here. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's getting beaten on or it's great. I haven't seen any fighting. There's been no great fighting since the call. So we got 1 egg, 2 eggs, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we got 4 chicken eggs this morning. That's the most ever. So the egg situation is picking up, getting more eggs than we can eat. Hello, everybody. So they're confused because I opened up the big gate and they're all like a little bit. And we'll go around and let them out because they are bird brains and you can't figure things out here. We threw out the big gate. Oh, Rocco's watching the rush. That female Muscovy knew enough to fly out. Even though she could fly over everything. Come on out! They're so confused now with the pen expansion. Yesterday, they actually took them, when I opened the gate to do the rush, nothing came out. And I was working away on the wire, and it took them a good hour and a half before they came out of the pen. And today we're going to get the electric fence up and running so that we can relax at night. Because I really don't like the fence not being electrified. We have a problem in this part of the world, and that's weasels and fishers. And they can scale this wire like it's, they climb trees, so this wire means nothing to them. So, oh, look at this, we got a Muscovy male courting the female. And it's funny, you can't hear right now, but the noise they're making is really faint. It's like a whisper. the crew's coming over here. No, it's Rocco. Rocco, you're chasing the ducks again. Oh, you. Yo, pretty soon, Rocco, Muscovy's going to beat you up. So we're going to string up the electric wire here today. I'll give you a quick walk around so it's nice to get away from the ducks here. It's pretty loud. I added an extra strand of insulators here, one more layer of insulators, because the snow gets so deep here in the bottom end of the yard, and I'm not always going to keep plowing it, because if the snow gets really bad and the wind blows off the lake, and it comes through here, and literally, like I've seen the snow get up 3-4 feet in the back end here. Now the electric fence still works. The problem was the snow was so high, the critters could actually walk right over the fence. So this year I put another strand of wire is going to go up. So it's I've got 4 feet of coverage on the electric fence on what it goes across here. So it's going to be much better as far as predator control is. I haven't had a problem yet, but something told me, I just gotta make it a little harder for them to get in. So we're gonna. I've got the insulators done up in the building here. Because, like I said, weasels can scale. They're just like squirrels. They can run on anything. So they literally can walk up the side of that building and go across. So I've got a grounding wire that it goes up. It's stable to the building. I'm gonna have the insulators so that if they're standing, when they come across here, they touch this, connect with the live wire. 9600 volts, and hopefully that'll stop them. The only way they're going to be able to get into the pen, the absolute only way, is if they get on the roof and go over the building on the roof. And I can't do anything about that because I can't string up. I would have to do a grounding wire around the whole outside of the edge of the building. I can't put anything on top of the building because of the ice in this part of the world. So, but I've got it so they can't dig in, because the animals are going to. They always try to dig right here. Is where they try to dig. That's where they're going to dig. They don't think enough come out here, so they're going to hit there. They won't come through now. If we didn't have anything frozen right now, I'd throw some dirt on top of that wire, and then the grass would grow up through it, and it would become one, and it would be impossible to even see it, like it is down here. Down here, this is already grown up through it. You can't even see the wire. It's gone. And there is wire that comes out the same distance, 1 foot out here. You dig there, you're just going to hit wire and they can't get in. So that's how you stop these. It's the weasels. They'll either climb over or they'll dig under. They're the nasty buggers in the front of the world. And weasels kill for fun. They literally will just, you can wake up in the morning and have 40, 50 ducks dead. So we're going to get on the wiring right now. Going to get the spool out. We're going to start stringing the wire. And I'll give you a shot of what it looks like when it's finished of the new duck pen. It's going to be, they've got some serious area now. And I'm going to call it a day because I am beat. This killed me this week, working outside in the weather and soaking wet, laying in the mud. And it was a rough week. Got it accomplished what I wanted to get done. So now I'm going to get the wire up, and we're going to call it a day, and then I'll go back at it tomorrow. I want to start, I'm going to lay out the water and get the water away from the, like I said, the shed, so that it can drain better. And then I'm going to go back working inside the barn, because I got to get the nesting boxes built ASAP, because the ducks are starting to lay eggs and starting to group them, and that's the key, is they're starting to group them, so that means they're ready for nesting. If there was a nest, they would be on it, and we could, like I said, we could have ducklings here in February. They're down there. That's all they do is screw. They're down there right now, just screwing their brains out. Crazy ducks. All right, it's a cold day today. The wind's nice and nasty, but it's nice and sunny. So I'm gonna get on this, and I'll give you a shot when I'm done. I'll give you the tour of the 9600 volt electric FEMA fence that to keep the inmates in, or I should say the predators out. Hello everybody! Oh, what a day on the electric fence. Wouldn't you know it, I got the whole fence done,
and I had a defective insulator, which I couldn't find which one was causing the dead short, and I was losing like 5,000 volts of shock power. It was only registering about 4,800 instead of 9,900. So after 2 hours of screwing around, I found the defective insulator and had to replace it. But I want to show you, I got it done. We've got the lines, 4 lines running, total of 4 feet. They go up. I don't know if I can get you to show you can see here. The line goes up. There's a grounding wire that when the weasels step on this and then touch that wire, zap. Hopefully that stops them from going into the duck pen. Hopefully they don't fall into the duck pen. So we'll go around to the back here and we'll come around. I'll show you just the difference. This fence is wired not like a normal fence. Normal electric fences are grounded. This is not a grounded fence. This is a live fence. And what the difference is, I'll just show you. We've got the wires that go right up, so that even if they climb right up to the edge of the roof, you know, they're gonna touch the line. Hopefully, when they get a shock, they don't get a convulsion and fall into the pen, and then get trapped inside the pen and kill all my ducks. But we won't hope that can't happen. It's not supposed to happen. So it's 4 lines, goes like 4 feet up. And the ducks didn't do much today. They basically watched me work on the fence. Everywhere I walked around the fence today, they followed me around. They're silly animals. Now, the difference is, compared to normal fences, electric fences, I should say, when they're grounded, according to the manufacturer, when you're doing livestock, you know, you ground electric fence, you ram a grounding rod into the ground, and then you have your hot line that runs around whatever you want to enclose in. And this happens, you know, so when the animal's standing on the ground, touches the line, the live wire, he grounds out. Now, that doesn't work for wild animals because wild animals climb. So the only way you can stop, like raccoons, skunks, weasels, anything that can climb, that has potential of killing your animals, you need to make the fence a live fence. Now, a live fence, what it is, and I'll show you the difference, is that this is the ground. Instead of going to the ground and getting rammed into a 3-foot rod into the ground, or a 4-foot rod in the ground, you connect it to the fence. So the fence is actually the ground, and then you have the hot line which goes onto your electric fence. Now, right now the fence is live, and I just want to show you the difference in voltage when you come across a line compared to a grounded fence and a live fence. Now, I'll put the meter on here. Now, right now, I don't know if you can see this, we're getting 7,100 volts. That's 7.1 kilovolts. So 7,100 pulsing volts. That's the ground. Okay. Now, because the fence touches the ground, that's the ground we're getting. Now, if I touch the fence, like a critter would be doing, and I'll just show you. So the critter touches the fence, and it goes straight to 9,900 volts. Now, 10,000 volts is a bare fence. So, if the animal's touching the fence, actually touching it, and I'll show you, like here, I've got the grounding rod touching the probe touching the fence. If he's touching the fence and then touches the wire, he's going to get a 9,900 volt shock, which 10,000 volts will stop a bear, and that's what they use for bear fences. So I've got a bear-proof fence, basically. So and if they try to climb the fence, which they're all going to try to climb the fence, and even if they don't climb the fence and they got their feet on the ground, they're still going to get a 7,000 volt surge through them. But it's very important that they get the if they're climbing, because that's why the wire is every 4 inches or every 8 inches up here. You can see, like, I've got the insulators. The first insulator is right along the weasel wire. I call it weasel wire. It's just 1x1 wire, but it's very, very close. So the weasel, even if he does crawl up in between, he's going to hit the wire. Then the next one's 1.5 inch spacers, which come out. So if a skunk or a raccoon, or a coyote or something, anything that doesn't touch the bottom wire, reaches up and puts his feet on the fence and decides he's going to try to climb, yes, I know. They want me to change the water and feed them, so short time. It's been a longer day than I thought, which should have took me about an hour and a half, Took me 4 hours because of this defective insulator. I was losing. I put the the check on, and the fence I have is good for 6 miles at 6,000 volts. So I'm running like 1,000 feet of wire. So I should be getting the peak voltage, which is 9,900 volts. I was getting 4,500, 4,200, 4,100. I was okay. There's something wrong here. I'm not getting the voltage, and then I could hear a click, and I said, okay, there's a click sound. So that means we got a dead short. Went around the fence, and couldn't find it. Finally, I found it on one of the gates. It was the brand new, made in China garbage. Oh, I hate made in China garbage, but unfortunately, that's just the way everything's made these days. But the insulator, the electric fence itself is made in Australia, but all the insulators are made in China, and this one was defective and had a dead short right inside. So, got it fixed. Ducks are safe. Tonight I can sleep, knowing that my ducks are not going to become a meal for some critter, that is wandering the bush. So I'm going to go and dump their water right now, and I'm going to give them some new water and feed them, and I'm going to call it a day. They're little duckies. They're so happy in the new pan. They actually go into the pan on their own now. Like I didn't put them in there. They went in on their own. They actually like it. It's the new space. I don't know if they feel more comfortable, or I can't wait. I shouldn't say I can't wait. Well, I can't wait. I can't wait till they go into the barn when we get the barn done. But I also know, based on what I've seen so far, we're going to have a problem getting them to go through that 16 by 16 opening there. It's the same size as the other opening that they go through every night, but it's going to be a treat, a real challenge, I should say. And we'll video that one for sure, because I think we're going to do it at night. We're going to turn all the lights off and only have the lights on in the barn, and we'll force them in. But that'll be probably, I'm hoping at the end of next week, the end of next week I'll have this done, because like I said, I've got to build nesting boxes to get it all ready, and I want to get everything done in there before I move the ducks in, because working in duck poop sucks. Because basically everything I'm wearing today I've got to throw in the wash machine, because I was laying in duck poop working on the fence. So, and that's the duck update for today.